Did you know that while you're working in Composica, your workspace area is not always set in stone? This video will show you some tips on how you can customize your workspace area. Right now we're looking at the design mode of this project, and we see that we have the project pane and the properties pane docked over here, and we have the status bar down here. We also have our document page, which we'll be doing most of our editing on in this view. Now, while we're working on our project, there may be times where we don't need to look at all of these features because we don't want to have to scroll through maybe if we're doing basic editing. Well, we can customize our particular view to have just some of the features we need while we're editing at that particular time. So if we go up to the view menu, for example, we can swap over to, let's say, basic properties. And as you'll notice, it hides some of the more advanced options that we won't need while doing certain editing tasks. Then of course we can always go back and change back to either normal or advanced at any point. This actually can help us speed up our editing process. And there may be times when we don't need to look at the status bar, so we can go up to the view menu and we can hide it if we want. And of course, if we want to see it again at any point, all we have to do is bring it back into view. The other thing too is that even though these panes are docked to the side, we can also hide them at any point too. So maybe we want to go ahead and maybe hide the properties pane and just look at the project pane while we're working through these various tabs here. Okay, and of course at any point we can go ahead and show it. Finally, the other thing that a lot of view authors may not be aware of is the fact that you don't have to work with docked panes over here. There may be times when you're working over here, maybe on a different part of the document page, and you don't want to have to keep coming over to the other side of the screen while you're editing. What you can do in a case like that is, for example, maybe you want to go ahead and float the properties pane. This way, by floating it, you can go ahead and move it where you need, work on your slide element, and then at any point you can go ahead and dock it again to get it out of the way. And you can do the same thing with the project pane as well. So those are just some of the tips for customizing your workspace area while working in Composica. Check it out, play around with it, and use what works for you. If you have any questions on this particular topic or any others while working with Carbon's products, please visit us online at www.carbon.com. And thanks for stopping by.